Jack has always been like a very physical kid, and his dad has been doing martial arts for years. And we searched for a long time for a studio that we felt safe, or a gym, where we felt the instruction would be safe for him. And when we found Precision, I was amazed at how well Brian and Carl were with the kids. I think the curriculum was discipline-based, but he also made it really fun, and he appealed to their sense of wanting to improve themselves. And Jack loves, he likes to be a leader, but at the same time he loves rules. And Brian always established a lot of rules, and it was a very definitive thing that he was asking. It wasn't like a free-for-all or just, let's just get our belts. It was about learning something. It's been a huge difference. I mean, Jack's been coming here for 7 years, and he has become so much more confident physically in just dealing with the world. And he has a handicapped brother who it requires a lot of focus and attention on. So when he's out in the world, he notices people who can't fight for themselves or defend themselves. And so he's always that kid in school who's bringing the kind of people that don't feel comfortable joining a group. He's the kid that's always sort of bringing them into the fold. And having that physical confidence, I've noticed, probably was just from being here and learning discipline and following rules. Yeah, I mean, Jack navigating a lot of the social stuff at school was a little bit harder for him in elementary school, but now that he's in middle school and he's been involved in sports, he is so much more confident, and he's so much, when he wrestles, it has made him such a good wrestler. Having, Brian doesn't broke any nonsense in class, so when he's in his after-school sports, he's very focused. I was contacted by his assistant principal, who told me that Jack had been defending a girl that was being verbally assaulted by another boy. And when Jack defended her, this boy hit him. And Jack used some of his martial arts technique to subdue him. But they didn't fight, and it was basically started and stopped all in a minute, half a minute. And when the principal called me and he explained the story, he said I had absolutely no issue with how Jack acted, and he defended himself and didn't hurt anybody. And I was amazed. And I know that's from what he's learned here. So proud. I'm so proud of him. I don't think a day goes by that I'm not like amazed. I'm like, where did this child come from? I wasn't this school. But every altercation that he's had, and he's had a few in school, he's handled himself with discipline. He's handled himself with like a gentleman, like with good sportsmanship. His goal isn't to hurt or to win. His goal is just to like end the fight. And he's actually shown me what happened. He reenacted the incident with my husband, and I watched. I said, that's a skill. That's not something that people innately do. So I know it's something that he's learned here. So I'm really proud of all the things he's learned here. I would tell them that, yes, it's true, martial arts can sometimes attract a more aggressive element, but in this school in particular, none of that is allowed. None of that is tolerated. And after watching classes over the years, just the way he handles some of those little skirmishes between students, there's sometimes some ego clashes. It teaches them to pull punches. It teaches them to respect that you're learning something on somebody else's body and that they're allowing you to. And you're being permitted to practice a technique on someone who's letting themselves be vulnerable to you, and to respect that vulnerability and not hurt anybody, even though you might want to show what you can do or win. And this school has been absolutely 100% not allowing of that kind of element, and really encourages children who are respectful. And it's amazing to see. Well, I've watched some of the other kids grow for like being very insecure or unsure, and they're just very confident, and they're tolerant of each other. They're more tolerant of you know, some, if they make a mistake, you know, and watching them encourage each other in class and saying, you know, good job, and I think that they make good friendships here.